424 is a number that I have to talk about today. So first, I'll point out that this year, the Orthodox Christian Church celebrates Easter Sunday on April 24th, a date which can appear as 424. Now, of course, Easter connects with Jesus Christ, who many consider to be the Messiah. We're going to talk about how the number 424 connects with the Jewish Messiah, and how this weirdly connects with Donald Trump. Probably at the end of this video, or near the end of this video, I'll play an audio clip. It's kind of hard to hear, but it's supposedly a secret cell phone recording of a few men talking to Donald Trump. They're Jewish businessmen, I think, and they're trying to convince him that his name equals the same as words connected with the Jewish Messiah, and we'll get to that in a minute. But one of them says, basically, you're like the savior of Ukraine. And it's kind of interesting that, of course, Ukraine's been in the news a lot lately, and one of the headlines that was just put out a few hours ago that I saw was like this: no Orthodox Easter truce in Ukraine as Russia continues attacks. So, again, Orthodox Easter this year falls on 424. So let's get into this about the name Donald Trump equaling 424. I remember a while back reading an article. It was talking about how these businessmen were trying to convince Donald Trump that his name equals 424, just like the Hebrew translation of Messiah, the son of David, or something. And much later, I found out that when he went to the Western Wall in Jerusalem, he touched the wall at exactly 4:24 p.m. Jerusalem time. Now, a lot of us probably don't know Hebrew, but you know the ciphers of gematria, and you probably know the Francis Bacon cipher, where the capital letters are taken into account. If you spell out the name Donald Trump in all capital letters, just as you see it at the top of the screen, Donald Trump in all caps equals 424. The Hebrew spelling is a little tricky. So if you go to Google Translate and you just type in Donald Trump, it'll give you a set of Hebrew characters. So look at the bottom of the screen, Donald Trump in all caps equals 424. Just above that, a little off to the right, you can see a Hebrew spelling of the name Donald Trump. And notice that one of the letters is underlined in red. That's the Aleph. That's the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet. So if you typed that into gematrinator.com or any Hebrew gematria calculator, you're going to get a value of 425, but that's because there's that extra aleph there. I don't know if it's extra, but when you remove that aleph, Donald Trump, spelled in Hebrew, equals 424. It is true, I've verified this myself. I'm not sure why you'd remove it or why you'd add an extra. Obviously, it has to do with either changing the number to make it +1 or changing it to make it match exactly. Either way, there is a spelling of Donald Trump that equals 424. So in that audio clip I'll play for you, you're going to hear him say, one of the guys saying, in the Hebrew religion, they're waiting for Messiah to come. So the Messiah, Moshe ben David, you take that name written, you see it equals 424. You take your name, Donald Trump, and it adds up to 424. And Trump is asking, what does that mean? And he said, it means it's the same numbers as the Messiah, And Trump's like, meaning? And the other guy said, it's good. It's like a miracle. Trump says, why 424? Why is that? And one of the guys explains it's like the name of the Messiah. his name adds up to 424. Your name adds up to the same number, 424. Messiah is the person who's come to save the world. It's like you're the savior of Ukraine. And then they give him a gift, saying that it's a gift from one of the head rabbis. One of these people talking to him, I guess his name is, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Lev Parnas, something like that. And I forget the other guy's name. But yeah, they said they gave him something. And it's an audio clip, so I don't know what he gave them, what they gave him. But they said it was from the head rabbi in Ukraine and some rabbis in Israel. No, I should have said this at the beginning. I am not claiming that Donald Trump is some kind of messiah. Far from it. I am not saying that at all. I just, point out some synchronicity with numbers and, who knows, maybe it's scripted. Maybe someone purposely, whatever you want to take from this, it's up to you. I'm just reporting on some things that I've seen here. And just to see that when he did this historic visit to the Western Wall in Jerusalem and touched the wall just after the clock turns 4:24. It could easily be said that he did that on purpose. I'm not sure. There's a lot I want to say about this. There's a lot I want to say. I want to keep this video simple. But there will be a follow-up with some time spans. The date of this historic visit was very significant. There was a terrorist attack that happened in Manchester, a bombing at the Ariana Grande concert. That happened the same day, and I'm sure you could draw some interesting connections there. But I'm just gonna, I guess, leave it here. I gotta show you possibly a clip or two and play that audio clip. But yeah, that wall touch at 4:24. It's quite something. And if you watch that clip, you can see they kind of stalled. This rabbi or whoever's talking to Donald Trump, he gestures towards the wall, and it's almost like they were waiting for that exact moment to walk up. And that obviously that's probably what's happening here. But just remember, Donald Trump in all capital letters equals 424. And that's a lot easier to explain than the Hebrew spelling. Because like I said, Google Translate will give you the spelling with that aleph that has to be removed from the name Donald.
Also a president who throughout his campaign pledged that the United States would be what he would call a better friend to Israel, more supportive of Israel. Obviously, former President Barack Obama, largely criticized by many for that. He did go to the Western Wall when he was a sitting senator, not though as president. And on his first trip, President Obama to the Middle East, he did not go to Israel, which is notable. And this president is going there directly from Saudi Arabia, which is also notable, as he walks by himself up to the Western Wall. Let's listen.
So I'll play this audio clip, and it's pretty hard to hear. Actually, it's bad audio, I would say, but the gist is, again, this Jewish man, he has a gift, supposedly, from the head rabbi of Ukraine and some rabbis in Israel. And he tells Trump, in the Hebrew religion, they're waiting for the Messiah to come, and Messiah ben David. And you take that name written in Hebrew, it adds up to 424 in the Hebrew Gematria cipher. You take Donald Trump's name in the Hebrew Gematria cipher, that equals 424. Again, that's without the aleph. He doesn't explain that in the video, and he doesn't say anything about the Francis Bacon cipher. This is the easier one to understand. This is English letters. This is the capital letters. All caps, thinking about Trump and the capital. Think about capital of money. Think about how Donald Trump is very much tied with money. He's a plutocrat. But anyway, so this Jewish businessman, he's talking to Trump, giving him a gift from the rabbis, and explaining about the 424. Trump doesn't seem to get it. Why 424? And they eventually he reiterate that it has to do with the name of the Jewish Messiah, and Donald Trump equals 424, and Messiah is a person who will come to save the world, and he says it's like you're the savior of Ukraine. Once again, Easter Sunday, the Orthodox Christian Church, is 424 this year. So leave it at that. I'll play this audio clip real quick.
A little off the subject. I have a little something to look for. The head rabbi of Ukraine and some of the rabbis in Israel. I'm so thankful for what you do. In the Hebrew religion, they're waiting for the Messiah to come. So the Messiah, Moshe, if you take their name, you see where it adds up 424. If you take your name, Donald Trump, and then they zero it, it adds up to 424. It's something that is very unbelievable. What does that mean?
It's like it has the same numbers than my Messiah, Yeah, it's like not good. It's like best. It's like miracle.
Why 424?
It's like name of Messiah.
That's his name, Messiah comes out to 424. No, it's not the number.
It's exactly the number.
Your name, and the numbers, it adds up to his name. It's 424, 424, and they do. So it's like Messiah is the person that's come to save the whole world. So it's like you're the savior, because that's for you.
It's amazing. We just thought we're like, wow. It's amazing,
It can't hurt.
So, all Jew people of Ukraine, they're praying of you. They're like.
Go to Jared. He'll explain it.